Habari ma Africa. Today I want to speak about two topics. So many things that are happening in South Africa and in Africa at large, but I'll cover them on other videos. I want to speak about the fight that is happening right now between South Africans and foreign tuck shop owners. It's happening in each and every province, but I want to zoom in there in Sharpeville, what happened there, the whole drama that is happening there, and I feel like people are going to be unalived unnecessary. And we know this is on the background of many children dying because of eating poisonous food, and also many children landing in hospital. So there's that topic of contaminated food that is being sold to people. I want to tell you guys how best to approach this thing than what you guys are currently doing now. Also, I was so very disappointed to see Isilo, our Zulu king, shaking hands with Afriforum, celebrating with Afriforum the history of colonialization in South Africa, and celebrating the role that the Afrikaner Dutch have played in making the Zulu kingdom better. I don't know. You guys will tell me. For me, there is no defense to this shame that the king has put us through. Afriforum, of all the organization, you want to shake hands with Afriforum. Hi, let's talk about that and much more.
Welcome to King Said So, Africa's one land, one language, one currency, one army on King Said So. Africans can unite. Your Pan-Africanist podcast. Enjoy.
Peace in Pan-Africanism to all my African brothers and sisters from all around the world. Welcome back to King Said So. I'm your host, Kagiso Hlongwane Zinchiva Sono. And we're back at it again with another one. And this time around, covering just two topics for you guys. So much is happening. I want to speak about the EFF. I want to speak about the MK. I want to speak about Zimbabwe giving back, giving reparations to white farm owners, giving them millions of rand to buy equipment. Guys, I want to speak on that on a different video. But in this video, I was so much disappointed by Isilo, our Zulu king. When you have so much hope and so much faith in the traditional leaders and they let you down, there's other things that our traditional leaders, they must be advised properly. They must be advised properly to say, listen, my lordship, this organization that you are talking about, Afriforum, is part of a greater organization or institution called the Solidarity Movement, and this is what they stand for. You go on their website, you see what is going on, and let's listen to what the Zulu king is celebrating actually here.
King Zulu also had a noticeable relationship with our General Louis Botha. He played a crucial role. When the king was supposed to be exiled as far away as Zimbabwe, Bulawayo, it was Louis Botha who fought that the king remain in our republic.
History is history, my African people. And if you are going to celebrate Louis Botha's life, I don't know. Because as the king was supposed to be arrested in Zimbabwe and was kept here, it sounds, and you guys can go listen to the whole clip. He's just thanking the Dutch kingdom on how they positively impacted the Zulu kingdom. Bafethu, how many people have died, Bafethu? How many people? These people literally were unaliving people to take over the Zulu land. The Zulu land. Yes, somebody wrote on the comment section, King, the Zulu kingdom is always sold out. That is why they got to keep some of the land more than the other kings. I know, man. I don't know how much that is true, but I am so disappointed. I'm so disappointed that the king is willing to be on camera, is willing, because we know in the background, in the behind closed doors and everything, they are working with these people. They are working with these Tsotsis, they are working with these racists, they are working with these settlers. But for them to do it in front of us, now we are wishing the brother got this throne. It's really embarrassing, guys. Afriforum is traveling the whole world, trying to convince the world that America must back the African people military-wise, and America must support the self-determination of the African people, and they are in danger in South Africa, and all of that, kill the Boer, kill whatever song. And they are saying, we want to pretend as if we are modest to these people so that we can take power away from them. It is in their words, this Afriforum, the same Afriforum that our king is shaking hands with and celebrating with.
And when we get this international approval, we can get control of the state, and then we can move. That's how they say we can move to the second phase of the revolution. And so the first phase is just getting control of the government and pretending to be much more moderate than you actually are. And once you get control, and that's about 5 or 10 years ago, they even wrote a paper called The Second Transition, in which they said we now have control. Now we need to go to the second phase. But again, there are a lot of people out there who, even if they encounter this information, they simply wouldn't care, because they are so hell-bent on destroying that they don't really care what these people actually stand for.
I'm not sure if the king is ill-informed, uninformed, or what is going on, but I'm just hoping the people around the king can say, but my king, here, not this organization. Not look at the history of the type of court cases they have taken to magistrates and judges, and look at what they stand for, look at what they fight. Everything that has to do with unity of African people, even African children with the Bella Bill, anything that wants to mix African cultures and unite them, they don't want it, because they always see themselves as special. This is Afriforum. And, they've even said if the Democratic Alliance and the Freedom Front Plus must pull out and stop working with the ANC in this coalition government. This is the type of Afriforum that we have. And you guys want to tell me that our king is so misinformed, so much that it cannot be, man. It cannot be that the first line of defense, which is the traditional leaders, for us who are Pan-Africanists, who believe in returning to the greater ways of how African people were doing things. The first line of defense, which is our traditional office, our traditional leaders, our traditional thrones, are the ones who are saying, no, but come, let's shake hands with our colonizers. Let's love them. Let's make sure that we take pictures with them, and they give us pictures of Louis Botha and everything, so that we can hang it in our homes. They've helped us so much. These people helped us. Mrs. Zulu is misinformed. I'm so disappointed. I'm so disappointed, big time. I want to hear your thoughts on the comment section. I want to go deeper into this topic, but respecting the throne, I'm not going to. I'm not going to, because I wanted to speak about about the brother, the family, and Afriforum and everything. But let me just leave it here. I think my point has been driven. I'm disappointed that a king that I put at a high pedestal so much can come and shake hands and dine with our colonizers like that. But anyway, that's fine. Shopville, guys, you know, if we are not careful on how we deal with this issue of poisonous food, expired food, foreign-owned tuck shops in South Africa, our own South Africans are going to get in trouble with the law. Let's first play this clip. I think this was in Joburg when this whole thing was happening. It's not Shopville, but this was in Joburg when the whole commotion was happening with those 6 children that were unalive. And this leader of the foreign tuck shop owners was speaking. Listen to what he said.
A group of foreigners here in Sharpeville showing how militant they are, armed with all sorts of weapons, pangas, shamboks, and all that. So they are armed as they are because community of Sharpeville want to get rid of them. So they want to challenge the community, telling community that they are not going anywhere.
My brother, the only way, brothers, we cannot be intimidated by 10 men who are driving on a combi and we run helter-skelter. We must come together, irrespective of our differences. African United shall never be defeated. With blood, with our soul, with everything, we will defend what we got right for. Yes. We will defend our property. We will defend our shops. We will defend our business. We will defend our dignity and integrity. Yes. We are not here courtesy of South Africans. We are not here courtesy of anyone. When South Africa needed the assistance of Africa, they were all assisted. I mentioned an interview this morning. When Nigeria attained independence, under the first Prime Minister, Alhaji Sir, Abu Bakr Tafawa Balewa, they give them the support they needed. Ghana, the first country independent, they give them the support. Mandela was trained to use a gun by an Ethiopian, Colonel Tesfaye Birru. We must all know the right. It is the Morocco that economically supported them with money. The Zimbabwean, the Mozambican, the Zambian, all frontier countries suffered because they harbored South Africans. We are not foreigners in an African land. We can never be foreigner in our own land. Today, South Africa have invested hugely in Nigeria.
One thing that scares me for my people, when I say my people now, I'm saying South Africans, is that in our unity and in our process of executing things, we don't plan properly. Like there's not a pre-plan, an action plan, and a post-plan for anything that we do. Not anything, but for most things that we do as a unity, as a community, usually they don't last long. Now you have Somalis, Pakistanis, Ethiopians, Bangladeshis, Indians, and all of those guys coming together, carrying weapons, coming together and saying, listen, we are not going to be scared of these South Africans. We are not going to be chased away by South Africans. We did not come here for them. And all of that arrogant talks that they have now. And those type of words land on amateur I must be careful. Those type of words are the type of words that spark outrage from communities. Yeah, let me rather say it like that. Where communities who know nothing about Pan-Africanism, township economy and everything, they say, listen to what these people are saying. They are in our land. They are talking about they are not scared of us. They will protect their business. They will protect their property. The anger of the people. Because remember, the people has lost their children. Ne? And on top of losing their children, the government comes and say, we have done the autopsy and we have not found that the chips that you guys are talking about, the biscuits that you guys are talking about are the cause of death. It's the government that is then defending whatever potential crime that is happening there. I've seen my people, allow these foreign tuck shop owners to pack their stock and go. And I said, why do you pack the stock that is potentially evidence to the crime that was committed? Why don't you close the shop, secure it, so that the inspectors can come and do their job and everyone can come and investigate these shops properly? Because now it's no longer even about documents. It's about the food, and the tuck shop owners, they don't have the sensitivity because it is not their children that have passed away. They are not coming because they are saying it's not our food. They don't want to understand or empathize with the community that they are serving. Instead, they are saying, no, we are not going to be controlled by these communities. And in our communities, we then have people that have got anger that I don't know where it comes from, xenophobic anger, that want to push a certain agenda. Say, close all of this tuck shop. Let me tell you, ask Operation Dudula. There was 6 guys from Operation Dudula. Well, let me say from the community. Don't misquote me there. From the community that were arrested for trying to close tuck shops. Now, what I'm trying to say to my African people is that you are not the police. We are fighting the right fight, but we are fighting it with the wrong method. And I hate it when I see us doing that. We are fighting the right fight in the wrong method. Our government does not care about the township economy. Because if they did, they will treat the township economy like the city economy. They don't care about us African people. They leave us to take matters in our hands. After taking matters in our hands, they arrest us. And then you find that this pro-South Africa first, no ID, no whatever needed, whatever, these campaigns that are going on social media, they don't know how to rebuild the township economy properly. Tuck shops get closed. And then the same community comes back and say, no, man, we are struggling. Open these tuck shops again. You find one side of the community is siding with the foreign tuck shop owners. One side of the community is saying these people must go. Mabahabe. The township economy, the leaders in the township don't have a plan. Why? Because we don't own the means of production in our country. And people don't see that that is why we find ourselves where we are. The apartheid regime put us in these townships, pushed us away from the cities. That is why we find ourselves here where we are. The issue of land is the main issue here. It's the first issue that drives us crazy as African people. And we keep on ignoring it. And then there is the second issue, that is economical inclusion. We are not included in the production of any goods. We are not included in the markets. We don't control any markets. That is the second thing that is frustrating our people, and they ignore it. And then you still have educational level. The type of schools that you get in the townships, the type of quality of teachers that you get. On top of everything, the curriculum that they give you, they call it the basic education. from primary, from grade R to high school, basic education. So at schools, you are taught what to think and not taught how to think. Let me say that again. The schools then teaches us what to think, to be aggressive in nature, to be reactive and not proactive. They don't teach us how to think, to innovate, to think of problem-solving skills, to think of African unity, to think of all of those things. We don't want that. We just want this tuck shop closed. But the second person who's sitting, my next door neighbor says, no man, leave these tuck shop owners, man. You have no proof that these tuck shop owners are the ones that killed these children. Divided, as always. Why is it? Because the EFF has proven that even about Spa and all of them, they've got expired goods on their shelf. I saw even the other day when I went at Checkers here in Kimberley, the bread was expired yesterday and it was still on the shelves. Should have taken a picture of that. You understand what I'm saying? Even the big shops, they do that. But Tina, we want the easy target. If it's not our African brothers, I'm a Somalis. As when I say African, what do I mean? The Ethiopians, there's black, and then there's these ones that don't identify as black. The same with Somalians. They can be as dark as my skin color, but they don't identify as black. They will tell you, no, I'm African. But by African, they mean I'm from the continent of Africa, but I'm not like you. My friend, I'm not like you. Because they wouldn't call us friend, they would call us brother, my brother. But anyways, we are fighting the right fight, but we are using the wrong tactics. The police, who's arresting you when you're closing this tuck shop? Who's arresting you when you are trying to loot this tuck shop? Who comes? Why is it that police? It seems like when this chaos comes, they are on the side of those people, because those people, they are lawfully allowed to do what they are doing. Our laws allow these people. They are infiltrating the township economy because when as an African person, you can open a tuck shop. How long it will last, I don't know. With the competition that's there, ShopRite has got USafe. Pick and Pay is in the township. Spa is in the township. With those competitions, I don't know if you're going to make any profit, because we don't own the means of production. We don't produce the Zimba chips locally. Locally owned by black people. We don't do Ama juice. We don't do, everything. We want to go to the cash and carry and buy there. Who's producing there and everything? I hope you guys understand what I'm saying. Be careful. Okay, let me give a warning to my African people. When everything is breaking, and I understand the anger is up, when everything is breaking out and people are now fighting our Somalians, brothers, and all of these people, be careful what you do in front of the camera. And I've warned you guys many times. These footages are going to be used as evidence to show that you participated in a murder. And that day, it won't be nice when you're standing in the dock. It won't be nice. Your family will suffer. If you are a young person, your school will suffer. If you are a business person, your business will suffer. Your job will be impacted, and you'll be standing there, you're like, I'm in prison because of tuck shops. Do you guys understand? Be careful what you do in front of the camera. There is ways of apprehending people and waiting until the police come instead of killing them. King, why can't we kill them? They killed our children. We cannot. Abantu abarizina kanjalo ngithi but why ningabulali laba abanibulalile for umhlaba wenu? Why bona nihlala nabo kamnandi? Why is it that the colonizers that took your land, that raped you, that killed you, Bona, you live peacefully with them. Why? Why? You guys will answer me on the comment section. So thank you so much, guys, for tuning in. Please, those who haven't already, continue to contribute your 50 Rand to the Pan-African School of Economics, Technology and Agriculture. We want to make sure that we reach that number of 10,000 South Africans, or 10,000 Africans rather, contributing to the Pan-African School of Economics, Technology and Agriculture. If you haven't put this account number on your beneficiary list on your banking app, and make sure each month you just throw us with a 50 Rand so that we can continue the good work of going to infiltrate the educational system and Africanizing the curriculum. Thank you so much for everyone that has contributed already. May God bless you very much. May you never lack in the area of finances. May your ancestors continue to protect you at all times. Until we meet again, don't forget to pray. After you pray, stand up, African child. Do your best so that God can do the rest. Peace in Pan-Africanism. I salute you.